How crazy can Killing Floor 3 get? To find out, I tested Plitch Trainer with 14 powerful codes, just to see how far I could push the game. My goal was simple: break the rules, bend the physics, and see how far I could stretch this game before it broke. Here is how I did it and how you can do it too. I started by prepping for survival. Infinite health and infinite armor were the foundation. With both activated, I could stand in the middle of the chaos, tank boss level hits, and hold position without ever needing to retreat. Damage stopped being a concern entirely. It gave me the freedom to experiment, explore more aggressive playstyles, and test the limits of the game's enemy scaling. Now, this was all nice, but I wanted to experiment more. So I turned the codes off and enabled infinite recovery items and infinite tools instead. Medkits, repair tools, and deployables were always available. No managing supplies, no more waiting between waves. This gave me total control over my sustain and utility. Once I was fully self-sustaining, I focused on firepower. Infinite ammo, infinite grenades, and no reload removed every limiter from combat. I could fire LMGs and shotguns non-stop, flooding every corridor with bullets. Flamethrowers became continuous streams of destruction, clearing out entire waves before they even got close. Grenades also became a primary weapon since I could spam them all the time. Now, with firepower maxed out, I turned my attention to movement. The set movement speed player code dramatically changed how the game felt. I could traverse entire rooms in seconds, dodge waves with ease, and surf around larger enemies before they could react. And then I broke gravity. By activating unlimited jumps, set jump height, and set gravity, I took full control over verticality. I could bounce off walls, hover mid-combat, or launch myself straight into a horde and escape out the other side. Then, to adjust the pressure again, I used the set movement speed AI code. By slowing enemies down, I could test weapons and explore loaders in low-stress environment. But by speeding them up, I created relentless waves of fast-moving targets that pushed my reflexes and awareness to the edge. When it came to progression, I used ad money to unlock advanced gear right after the first wave. This let me skip the early grind and start experimenting with top-tier weapons and upgrades immediately. Every loaded combination was on the table. I could switch strategies mid-run without waiting for resources or drops. So yeah, by the end of my run, Killing Floor 3 had completely transformed. In one moment I was floating through a low-gravity battlefield, firing endlessly into a charging horde. And in the next, I was sprinting across the map at breakneck speed, throwing grenades at enemies who moved just as fast. There were no rules left, only what I had choose to activate. The game became mine to shape. Every mechanic was under my control. So, how crazy can Killing Floor 3 get? Well, with Plitch, it becomes whatever you want it to be. High-speed gorefest, a gravity-defying bullet hell, or a sandbox of survival. You can check out the full trainer at Plitch.com and start building your own version of Killing Floor 3. If you enjoyed this showcase, hit like, leave a comment with your favorite code combo, and subscribe to the Plitch YouTube channel for more. See you next time.